Well, well, well. Another day, another storm, another live stream. How is everyone this morning? There's so many of you this morning. This is very exciting. 97 people. Hey, I'm very proud of us all for getting up. If you're from Britain, if you're from somewhere where the time zone is even earlier than that, if you're watching this back at another time, I applaud you anyway. Everybody gets applause at this point in time. Oh, Abby is just eating shreddies. Amazing. Anybody else got some food? I just had I've still got some. Let's eat it. Outpro soya yogurt. And be ready to make some art in this really weird time. I hope everyone's okay. Craig has just got orders to work from home. Excellent, because I was a bit like, any point in me isolating if you still have to go and work in zone one? So Craig's with me in the bunker. It's very exciting. I've had lots of professional challenges, which maybe I'll tell you about later in the week, to do with remote working and various freelance challenges, but we're working through it. Shout out to Wolverhampton University, who I was supposed to go and to do a talk for their students tomorrow, and instead of cancelling and not paying me, like most people have, they were like, can you just send us an audio file of your lecture and we will send Q&As from the students and then we'll just give the students the audio file. And I was like, love it. Love it. So shout out if you know anyone in Wolverhampton University, you have to get an audio file from me tomorrow. So what is everyone else seeing? Baking bread with homemade hummus. Oh, send some over. Fruit and toast. And with ginger tea. This is all, I mean, it's making me feel like mine isn't good enough at this point. I've just, although I will show you this mug, which I got because I tweeted it and said, I would love this on a mug. And then my brother saw the tweet, didn't tell me he'd seen the tweet, and then made it into a mug. This is the picture. And it says on the other side, carry yourself with the confidence of a girl holding a massive owl. I'll show you that picture again, just to cheer you up. Incredible. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well this morning. I know it's weird everywhere. Also, if you're wondering what this is, I'm not speaking to you from inside a cardboard box. My desk is like this. So you're sitting down there. Anyway, I thought that looked weird in the last live stream, so I wanted to show you. You're just on a shelf of chaos. Yeah, words to live by, Julia, indeed. So today I thought we would talk about liminal spaces. You can tell that I'm like, let's just talk around the issue so as to not stress anyone out, but also process the issue in a distancing but important and healthy way. So I was thinking about the idea of waking up something different, and I found this poem that is very poignant. So I've been reading this poetry collection, A Poem for Every Feeling. Oh, sorry, it's called Set Me on Fire, A Poem for Every Feeling. And it's created by Ella Rushbringer, who did the Midnight Chicken book. I love her. I think she's like 10 years younger than me, but to me, she seems like somebody like 20 times as wise. And this is an incredible collection if you're looking for something, especially because they've organized the poems. They've organized the poems like this. So they all have like themes, but crossover themes. So like between coffee and waiting, there's like poems about coffee and waiting. Between talking and it's complicated, there's stuff about that. And it goes over so there's poems about being happy and there's poems about mothers, and then in the middle there's poems about happy mothers. So it's really, really cool. I'm going to read you a poem from that, and then we're going to start our first writing prompt. For those of you who haven't been here before, we do about 3. I think we fit in after all the chatting. 25-minute writing sprints, which is Pompadour is that technique where you do 25 minutes of concentration, couple of minutes, 5-10 minutes break, go for a wee, go and get a tea, chat to me, ask me questions, and then we'll carry on. So that's how it's going to work. Yesterday, I read you a poem, and I thought I'd read you another poem. I'm not promising a poem every day, but why not? So this poem is actually printed sideways, which I love. And it's called Bad New Government by Emily Berry. I'm going to take a sip of tea first because it's one of those mornings. Pomodoro. Yeah, we're taking so Sofgate makes a good suggestion. We're taking hand washing breaks. That's the I need to invent another Pomodoro. A viruso is 25 minutes of writing, 5 minutes of washing your hands. Right, okay, sorry, got distracted by people telling me what Pomodoro means. Yes, Rose, it means tomato because it's those tomato timers, which I think we had a long time ago, but I haven't seen one around in years, so I don't know if it's like a European thing that we just stopped doing because Britain's like that. I haven't seen a tomato timer in ages. Anyway, tomato timer. Okay, Bad New Government by Emily Berry. Love, I woke up in an empty flat to a bad new government. It was cold, the fridge was still empty, my heart, that junkie, was still chopping on the old fuel. Vroom. I start the day like a tired motorcyclist. I want to go very fast and email you about the following happy circumstances. Early rosebuds, a birthday party, a new cake recipe. But today, it's hot water bottles and austerity breakfast, and my toast burns in protest. You are not here, of course, but you live in me like a tiny valve of a man. You light up my chambers. Later, I will call you to tell you about the new Prime Minister, the worrying new developments, and about how I am writing my first political poem, which is also always about my love for you. Isn't that beautiful? I fucking adore that poem. So I was thinking about this idea of liminal spaces and like waking up to something new that you weren't expecting. And I thought we could do a little writing prompt. Anybody, obviously, if you want to work on your own projects, go for it. But what I'm tending to do is 25 minutes of a writing prompt and then 25 minutes on my long-term project, which is my novel. I'm writing a novel. If nobody gets that reference. Also, people asking what the name of the poetry collection is. The poetry collection, again, to reiterate, is called Set Me on Fire by Ella Rushbrigger. But I'll put it on Instagram later too. But that is what it is. Just holding it up. Okay. So the writing prompt is liminal spaces. Either write it. If people don't know what a liminal space is, Google says that liminary is the quality of ambiguity or disorientation that occurs in the middle stages of a rite of passage, when participants no longer hold their pre-ritual status but have not yet begun the transition to the status they will hold when the rite is complete. Interesting about writing rites of passages, I wonder if I definitely think from all the climate change stuff I've been reading that if this is humanity's rite of passage into actual maturity and being able to treat each other well and not be so greedy, then maybe this is our rite of passage era. But also just liminal space just means like somewhere in between, you're in between two states and you potentially stuck there. Purgatory, if you will. So those liminal spaces in the world can be like kind of airports, trains, places we're not really supposed to go right now, airports, trains, stairwells, escalators, art galleries, hotel hallways, schools during break times, empty parking lots, non-functioning lighthouses is listed here, the lighting section of hardware stores, abandoned buildings, it goes on, but you get it, it's a liminal space. Actually, I'm kind of curious to see what the rest of the list is. Is Google going to tell me? Because I don't know. Maybe we should do a brainstorm about what a liminal space is. Where is the rest of the list? I was loving that. I guess it's not going to tell us. Okay, well, fine. Anyway, you get the idea. Waiting rooms, yeah, doctors' waiting rooms. Again, if you feel like that will help to write a poem about that, go for it. Yeah, anywhere that you're in transit and you don't have anywhere to go. So yeah, that's the writing prompt. Write either about generally liminal spaces, or potentially write a piece of work or a poem or something that's set in a liminal space, because that's where we're at. Most definitely. If I can say anything about this, I would say this is liminal. Oh, hi, people just joining. Some people are working. That's cool. Do your work. We support you. I am going to put on the rain sounds again. I don't know if anybody hated that, but it made me feel less weird about sitting with lots of people around the world in silence. So I'm going to put that on, but you can obviously mute it for the 25 minutes. I am going to set 25 minutes on the timer. Some of my friends are messaging me like, I want to come, but I can't get up. And I'm like, well, I've been up since 5, which I actually have, but mainly, I don't know, through my body being like, something is definitely wrong. And I'm like, correct, body. Now go back to sleep. And it's like, no, 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 no. Okay, so we're setting 25 minutes on the timer. Where's my rain sounds? Rain sounds. We don't trust Google anymore. Although the mischievous side of me wants to set up all of your Google. Oh, night rain. Love that. Love a bit of night rain. There's a whole night rain playlist on Spotify if anybody's interested. Yeah, that's great. Love it. Love it. Okay, we're going 25 minutes starting now. Enjoy. We'll come back in a bit. That's our timer. Da-da-da. How did everybody do? I'm going to read comments now because there's so many. You guys are all typing during writing time. Rude. No, I love it. Let's have a look at comments. Then I'm going to take a wee break and then I might read you my poem if you promise to share yours with me. Put it in the comments if you want, or put it on social or whatever you want to do. Some people are journaling. That's really cute. Oh my God, gratitude lists. Oh, that's such a good idea. Natasha wrote a poem. Amazing. So did Jenny. Amazing, amazing. Kelly's preparing a to-do list for the day. An act of creativity, indeed. Angelica's working on a blog post. This is all very lovely. Dancing Lawn is hunting for job ads. Pray for Dancing Lawn. Erin's working on a dissertation. God, we're all so busy. This is great. Oh my God, this rain. Okay, right. Calm down with the rain. I know, wait, if I do that, then I won't be able to. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Pause the rain. If only you could do that with real life rain, that would be ideal. Kira wrote a poem for the first time in ages, but it's in German. That's not a drawback. Just I trust you that it's a great poem. In fact, it's probably better because I have to trust you that it's a great poem. Working on thesis. 6 pages of a poem, Caitlin. Amazing. Cool. I'm going to take a loo break because I did not do that before I started. I hope you do too. Make a cup of tea, do whatever you want. And when I come back, I'll read you my poem and then we'll do some more work. Does that sound good? Excellent. Craig's here as well, by the way, so if he comes out the kitchen, you'll know. Say hi to Craig. Surprise. I'm just going to the loo, but the live stream's still on. I'm just going to the loo, but the live stream's still on. Still on you. I just don't want to shock you. Oh no, you can say hi. We're on a break. Okay. That's delish.
Look at how dead this is because I couldn't spread the butter. So I was like, guess I'm just having a few small lumps of butter.
We need to leave the butter out of the fridge.
When you said there's not much peanut butter left, what did you mean?
There wasn't any.
Did you mean I've eaten all the peanut butter, but I don't want to admit it?
It's my peanut butter. I bought it.
Okay, we're playing Mindsies rules now, are we?
Yes. It's a different time now, Craig.
Well, this is my chair, so why don't we get your pillow off of it whilst we're playing?
Oh my God, day one of self-isolation. And we're already... sorry, we're just having a domestic argument about who ate the peanut butter. Actually, there's no argument. It was me. I ate the peanut butter. It was my peanut butter.
I mean, I don't mind. Just
Seems like you mind a little.
I mean, it'll be that better, so go for it. I'm
Okay.
just like,
Anyway, so
you told
excited.
me that there was some left, so I feel a little bit hurt.
You've got
So-
anyway. Do you know what? We'll go and get some more. So what were we saying? Oh yes, to people asking what the hashtag is. Hashtag is Leena's lock-in. I'm very excited to see yours. So mine. Do you want to hear mine? We can read mine. And if anybody else wants to pop theirs in the chat or put it on social, that would be amazing. So for anybody who's joining us now, the writing prompt was liminal spaces, because that's what we're living in. Yeah, I wrote a poem about bus stops. But also I think it's interesting because 25 minutes kind of gives you, so that's all the writing I did. 25 minutes gives you time to like, I kind of just spaffed here for a better technical creative word. Love that I have masters in English and I'm just like, I spaffed here. And then on the other side, I like rewrote the poem, but better. So I like 25-minute slots for poetry because you can do that and you're still in the same headspace. But yeah, anyway, okay. I'm going to read the poem, and I'm not German, so that was unnecessary. Sorry, people are talking about peanut butter in the comments. Okay, right. This is an untitled poem about bus stops. Today I queued alone at a bus stop, marvelled at the perspex light, and played fruit salad on the plastic seats, declared my name proudly with the clean finger on filth-coated sign, and had a very pleasant exchange with the recycling bin about the upcoming election, whilst peering around the bend, licking lips, waiting for a roaring engine to tour me around a world that is still lit up. To pass full pubs and full bellies, eye-drinking parties and protests and pie shops, delicious views from the top deck of hope. But the lady in the Tetley's advert on the side of the shelter catches me, shakes her head, and we both agree that you can't summon a bus with a queue. Feels a bit dark because it's about a bus. I don't know. I guess it's about a bus stop where a woman's waiting at a bus stop when all the buses have been cancelled and the world is shut down. So that's cheerful and on brand. Cool. So I think we're going to, unless anybody has any other queries or questions about the creative writing party we're having over here, then we will continue. We're 44 minutes in, so we should do another sprint. I'm going to put 25 minutes on the timer. I'm going to, what are you laughing at?
Just that you call it a sprint.
It is a sprint.
It's like so what we're going to do, right? We're going to sprint, and by that I mean we're going to sit.
Yeah, by a sprint I mean sit completely still. Look, we're burning creative calories here.
The worst word you could use.
That's what it's called.
It's fine.
It's fine. Craig's working from home, but he's not technically online till 9, so. Oh, till 8, so.
15 minutes, then I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god, great.
I'm just going to be like, hey, Leena.
I think you should join in the sprint.
Oh
my god.
Sprint.
It's like having kids home from school. I need homeschooling.
Sorry.
Okay, we're going to do another sprint. Oh yeah, Emma says, does Craig do photography sprints?
What?
As in like you do short, sharp bursts of doing photography?
I am just perpetually in a state of doing photography.
He's perpetually in a state of doing photography. It doesn't stop. Okay, right. So some people are saying stop chatting in the comments. Stop chatting in the comments, Annabelle. Do your work. I'm kidding. Continue to chat in the comments. Okay, right. Let's go. 25 minutes on the clock. Do whatever you want. I'm going to write this fucking book. And I'll see you in 25 minutes. Rain sounds. Cue the rain sounds. Hope you like rain sounds, Craig.
Do I ever?
Okay, let's go. End of sprint. Stop. Let me find the window. Amazing. How did we do? Sorry if I yawned throughout that. It's just the reality of creativity before 9 a.m. Welcome anyone who joined. I saw a few people were joining during. Sorry if you're confused. I need to get some kind of fancy animation here or something to say where we are in the sprint. But we're basically doing 25-minute sprints of creativity, and then a little break to go to the toilet, to get a snack, to put a blanket around you. It's very cold. How was everybody this morning? How did you do? Let me read the stuff. You probably already told me how you've been doing. Oh my God. Politically obsessed scholar has just applied for a job. And it's not even 9. Incredible. John, hi John. John wrote some words. That's cool. Welcome. Books of Opulence, what a name. Did a Latin paper. Ellie did a yoga stretch. This is all incredible. I'm just accepting people who keep getting blocked for unknown reasons. I'm like, everything you're saying is pretty legit. I did have to mute one person because they're being rude, but you know, can't win them all, can we? I don't know if anybody was, people who were here yesterday, you remember the very keen bot that was trolling us yesterday. So that bot has not returned. That's great. Just reading the comments. Hi, Francesca. Welcome. Dobby has no master is wearing a Hawaiian shirt today to raise the vibes. That is a big mood. I think that bright colours at the moment are very key, and dressing as you like. It's also like repeat outfit week because nobody can see you. What an incredible time. Oh, also, I saw that people were talking about doing NaNoWriMo. So people apparently talking. So Marta said that someone in the Norwegian NaNoWriMo Facebook group suggested that they do CoronaWriMo and all write post-apocalyptic novels, which is, you know, a fantasy land that I can't personally. I don't think I could personally stomach, but amazing. If that's what you process, sounds great. And I think, you know, obviously that ridiculous quote is circulating about Shakespeare having written King Lear while the plague was on, but like there's no pressure to write anything good. It's just that it's good for our heads to keep writing. People in solidarity with Craig about the peanut butter. I'll buy him some later.
Right.
People are commenting in solidarity with you about the peanut butter. I might venture outdoors to get you some more later. You're like, it's fine. No venturing outside. Sophia wrote a poem. People asking if I watch Westworld. I do not watch Westworld, I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. I do know what it is. I like to pretend I don't know what it is, so I don't have to watch it. Not that it doesn't say, it sounds good, but like, I don't know. No more I just get really addicted to TV shows. I'm not fit for them. I have no chill. Okay, brilliant. I am going to make a tea, and then we're going to carry on. So you've got 5 more minutes to have a little tea. Ask me any questions you want, and we'll be back in 5 to start the sprint. Cool. Yes, that's the thing. That's the whole thing. You tell I'm going a little bit mad already. This is very exciting. Cool. Right, I'm going to make a tea. I'm going to make a tea, and I'll be back. Do you want a tea, Craig? Yeah. Do you want a tea?
Oh, you done?
No.
Okay.
I'm just taking a break. Do you want a tea?
Sure. Can I have a black coffee?
Yeah.
5 minutes in and I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh, no, really?
Great.
It's me waiting for the kettle to boil dance. I feel like an eagle. Hello from Scotland. Oh my God, I just heard about a great book about Scotland. Hold on, I'll tell you. It's just come out, or is it coming out? Hold on. It's all about the future of Scotland if it became independent, and it's like basically like hopeful essays about how people would restructure Scotland. I think especially to do with land, which is really cool. It's not loading at the moment, of course it's not. Hold on. So I don't know if you guys saw, but yesterday I did a call out on, actually, wait, I'm just gonna make the tea brew. Give it a second.
I just want to say hello to John and John only.
Craig says hello to John and John only.
I'll reply to your text in a little bit.
Oh, he says he'll reply to your text in a little bit. He's very busy doing very important work. Yeah, so the book on Scotland is called Imagine a Country, and it's published by Canongate, and it just came out, and it's all about it's not loading. Anyway, it's all about how people restructure Scotland, and it's got essays from Jackie Kay, and it looks amazing. If you guys haven't seen, I did a call out on Twitter yesterday for publicists to send me like news about new books, because so many new books aren't getting any coverage over this period, and they all have like festivals and events planned, and they've all been cancelled. So I'm doing a roundup of like all the new books that are coming in March, April, and May. So I'm getting inundated with emails. Much regret. No, not regret, but like publicists are on it. But that was one that I requested because it sounds amazing. So I'll tell you guys about that properly in a video soon. Literary Diversion says, legit, girl, you have reached crazy professor level with the blanket and the sweeping around. I'm living for it. So, class, I'm going to tell you about Coleridge. Corona and Coleridge, a lecture. I do legit, though, have a Trello board now called Corona Books, which is all the books that the publicists are sending me that aren't getting coverage that I'm going to cover. And I'm like, what a time to be alive. Okay, we think this is really an inadequate amount of time for tea to brew, but I would like to get back to creating. So I am going to go and take my tea bag out of my tea. But I want you all to know, I wouldn't usually be this slapdash about tea. It's just because books are more important. That's right. Action service. Action service. Oh.
Was it really worth it?
I was trying to respect you. I did a curtsy at Craig and spilt tea everywhere. And now he's both honoured and angry. He's not really angry. Oh. Yes, priority straight, books are first. Oh my god, yeah, drama teacher vibes. That is the best. Oh god, I've got a tiny drama teacher living inside of me. Like, you know, the whole like, I swallowed an old lady. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I'm like, I am the old lady who swallowed a drama teacher. Hi Hannah, welcome. Oh, Jen hit 50k word count through the sprint this morning. All hail Jen. Please congratulate her in the comments. What kind of tea? It's very boring Sainsbury's fair trade tea. That's what we're going with at the moment, the red label stuff.
There is nothing else.
There's nothing else. We do have our Fortnum and Mason loose leaf tea that the people from the Emma movie sent us. So sometimes we use that, but only when we haven't dug into that yet, though.
They sent it to us.
Us. Okay, they sent it to me. I shared it with you, though. By the way, if anybody wants more shenanigans of me and Craig together, we have always cleaning up. I'm sorry.
I couldn't just leave it.
I cleaned it up with my socks.
That was much like the current government. That was highly ineffective. Oh, don't film me doing
Sorry.
it.
It's like the Grim Reaper on cleaning duty.
You bet your bottom dollar that my colleagues, some of my colleagues are watching this.
Oh, no.
Holding me to account.
Okay. Craig is working. If Craig, he's just taking a little break to wipe up after me. Oh my God. Imagine if your lecture.
Cleaning up. Instant relief.
Imagine if your colleagues were watching. Yeah, if you and you guys like me and Craig, we have a podcast on the Gumption Club Patreon that we upload every 2 weeks. Well, I think we owe you one. But anyway, now that we're here all the time together, we're going to record so many. But yeah, there's at least 3 episodes already up of Craig and Leena's marvellous Gump cast. So enjoy us. Tea sock cleaning. Listen, does nobody else just clean spilt tea up with their socks? Ever since I saw Tigger, does anybody know that episode in Winnie the Pooh when Tigger and Pooh put on scrubbers on their feet and then they clean their flat? Tigger and Pooh didn't have the financial barriers of the millennial generation. They had houses, clean their house with scrubbers that they strapped to their feet and then like skated around the house cleaning. No, ever since that I've been like totally acceptable to clean tea with your feet. Everyone's like talking about how I remind me of an English teacher. That's cool. That was always the destination we were going for. It's just, you know, come earlier than expected and without the restrictions of actually having to work with children. So that's good. The socks dry out, Abby. Don't worry. The socks dry out. People are stressed about my damp sock. It's fine. Yeah, that's true. Peter Johnson points out that no way Tigger and Pooh could afford a flat in London. So true. They're probably, I'd love to know where they are. Actually, there probably is like a location, isn't there? Wherever. Okay, I feel like I've distracted you all from your creative callings by bringing up the soggy sock debate. I'm not really staunch either way. It's just a problem-solving solution in these trying times. Right, we have got we've been going for an hour and 26 minutes. Let's do another 25-minute sprint, and at the end we can chat a little bit, hear what people have got. Yeah, I don't know, does anybody need another prompt? Is anybody feeling lost? Because I'm just going to keep writing the book, I think, even though I hate it at the moment. Oh, Sarah, you missed the mug. Okay, I'm going to show you the mug again just because it's great. Although those of you who've been here for the whole time will already have seen it. This is the picture. It's a girl holding an owl. This is her expression. And then on the other side it says, carry yourself with the confidence of a girl holding a massive owl. And there's only one in the world because my brother saw me tweet that I wanted this tweet on a mug. And he did it for me for my birthday. So enjoy. Although merch I did know. Okay, actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to carry on. Right, okay, let's go. Too much. You're all too interesting. Stop it. Immediately. Heads down, thumbs up. Does anybody remember that game? You know, we're getting distracted. This is the time. I'm actually going to hold this clock up a few times throughout the thing so that people can see how long is left, because that was apparently confusing for people So I will keep doing this until technology gives me a better solution. Right, let's go.